a sound tracker, and part of why I love going to thrift stores is because I get to come across some really odd bits of technology. Now, every couple of weeks or so, they'll cycle out their old inventory, and if you explore it often enough, you start to get a feel for what technology really came out in what time period. You get kind of accustomed to learning the history by the devices, and if you look further inside of them, you can get a good sense of where a manufacturer was in their mindset, because two seemingly unrelated bits of technology will be just smashed together and made to work. It's incredible. I mean, I've seen this with Laserdisc players. The early LD players that can also play CDs actually have a second motor inside of them that raises up to meet the disc. I mean, rather than both a Laserdisc and a CD fitting on the same motor. Or VHS and DVD combo players. If you look inside of one of those things, I'm willing to bet that the VHS circuit board is actually segmented away from the DVD circuit board, and they're both just kind of standalone units thrown together in one convenient box. And the reason that I bring all of this up is because I was perusing eBay recently, and I found this thing. If there are two pieces of technology that I would have never seen as going together, it's a CD player and a CRT TV. Now, the concept of combining TVs with, well, anything is really nothing new. I mean, a lot of CRT TVs had VHS and DVD players built in. I mean, even the concept of combining them with hi-fi is nothing new. I mean, look at some of these old pictures of older televisions. I mean, that's a whole hi-fi system inside of a TV. And on top of that, hi-fi stereo is proudly printed on most VHS players. But then there were some other odd TVs that were full CRT televisions inside of a boombox, complete with an audio cassette deck. I suppose it's a little bit odd, but I get the idea. I mean, if you live in an apartment or you own a shop, you're limited on space and you want to maximize your entertainment, so get a combo like this and worry about adding, say, a record player or a VHS player later. It makes sense for the 80s. This does not make sense for the 2000s, though. It's a CD player with that groovy kind of 2000s bubble design, rounded plastic, and a CRT smaller than my hand on the front of it. I mean, what size is this thing? 1 second, let me grab a tape measure. Yep, and there we have it. About 5 inches diagonal. It's a pretty small screen, and I'm super curious why the two of these things were just thrown together. Looking around the unit, we've got the CRT TV, the track window and the transport controls for the CD player, and the speakers on the front, the CD player on the top, the volume knob here, the function selectors for CD, TV, and radio, the band selector for the radio frequencies, which covers AM and FM radio, as well as the analog TV bands UHF and VHF, the window here for the tuning dial, the tuning dial itself up here on the back, the power switch down here, the DC in-barrel plug, which is center positive and takes 13 volts, a normal and charge switch, which, honestly, I have never ever seen one of those before in my entire life. I mean, I just kind of assume that this could probably recharge batteries if you had rechargeable ones in it, but I'm really not sure about that one. 3 knobs over here to adjust the vertical hold, the brightness, and the contrast for the television, the composite video and the mono audio input terminal, the switch to go between over-the-air video broadcasts and composite video broadcasts as linked to the television right there, an external antenna jack that, honestly, I don't have an accessory for, and of course, behind the left speaker, the headphone jack. On the bottom of the unit, there's some pretty decent general information, the increasingly baffling date of manufacture, which is February 2001, and of course, the battery-hungry battery terminal. That is a lot of D-cells. Starting with the CD player, CDs still had quite a lot of prominence at the time, so it really makes sense to have one in here. So let's start out by getting a CD loaded in. Power on back here. Yep, I'd like to demonstrate it, but like many boomboxes of the time, it's just not working. And I'm pretty sure that this back here, yep, that right there is the cause of this. Whatever Yahoo owned this before me used to slam the lid shut, and as a result the plastic gears here are stripped, so the player doesn't know to recognize when a disc is in place. The only way I could see to fix this would be to add more plastic along the teeth somehow. But for longevity's sake, I mean, just be gentle with your equipment. While I can't exactly demonstrate the CD player, I wasn't really expecting it to be stellar. I mean, this is a mini boombox, and I don't really remember these things blowing me away in the 2000s. It does, however, also have AM and FM radio, so I can try and get sound that way. So let's switch the function over to radio. Raise the antenna in the back, and dial in some stations.
Your symptoms, your work from home sweatpants, and whatever you were searching for at 1:15 a.m. I just really started looking at, okay, so chest is, I got really kind of...
Richard, I mean, he can rip it up as a little Richard tuner playing Beethoven's Fifth. I mean, the guy just has the ability. Hear it.
Are literally like the blueprint to what we now have within the hip hop and R&B.
After all these years.
Yeah, it's about what I expected. I mean, it'll make sounds, but not great ones. I mean, it's a budget boombox. You kind of get what you pay for. Let's try out the TV side of things now, because I've got a couple of things that I'd really like to see on this TV. Setting up any video player with this thing is pretty easy. I mean, it's composite video and mono sound, which is really strange to me because it's a stereo speaker setup overall. I mean, hell, they could have added an auxiliary in if they had just added an RCA jack and blown the usability of this thing wide open. But for the TV, we're kind of stuck with mono. So, composite video out on the back of the video player, to composite video in on the back of the television. And mono sound out from a stereo source is typically the right channel, so right channel mono out to monophonic in on the television. And the mystery format of testing is Laserdiscs. And I chose Laserdisc because it produces the best possible analog picture. If you're trying a CRT's composite source, a good LD can be a great help, and I want to give this screen the best possible chance of actually giving me a good picture. I mean, besides which, Laserdiscs are just cool. I mean, look at that thing. Oh yeah. Okay, and the first thing to note about the TV is that the picture's a little bit off. And that's actually why there's brightness, contrast, and vertical hold knobs on the back. The rolling picture means that the vertical hold is out of sync, so we need to adjust the knob a little bit this way. There we go. Okay, perfect. So vertical hold's good. Oh, dear God! Every time, THX, Jesus. Alright. Brightness and contrast could be a little bit better too. I mean, let's change that up a bit. So, let me see, brightness knob. Vertical hold. Yep, that's the brightness and brightness knob. So right about there looks good, I think. And contrast knob, the picture could be a little sharper. So the brightness and contrast have been adjusted, and it looks pretty good now. And the second thing to note is, yes, this is a black and white television, and this is what I mean when I say these two things were thrown together. A CD player and a black and white TV in 2001 is a huge technology gap. Color screens had existed for a long time, and they were very affordable. I mean, I'm super curious, though, and I want to know how this will perform as a TV, so let's watch a little bit.
Remind me to thank John for a lovely weekend.
There's a gap in the freeway.
What?
How big is a gap? 50 feet.
Hey, I didn't mean to shoot the guy.
Hold on. Is this really gonna work? Come on!
McLeod.
Anything else?
Yes, do you have a Miss Piggy? Pants and burgers. Yeah, lots of space in this mall. Baby clothes. This place has got everything.
They broke my watch.
Look at this door. All the doors in this spacecraft have a cheerful and sunny disposition. It is their pleasure to open for you and their satisfaction to close again with the knowledge of a job well done.
Glad to be of service.
Hateful, isn't it? Come on. I've been ordered to take you up to the bridge. Here I am, brain the size of a planet, and they tell me to take you up to the bridge. Call that job satisfaction? 'Cause I don't.
So the movies look pretty decent, and it was kind of entertaining for me to watch films that I've seen many times before for the first time on a black and white screen. It's kind of charming in a way, re-experiencing these movies with a different method of viewing them. I've seen some home video through the video jack, obviously, but I have a feeling quite a lot of the draw of this thing for 2001 would also be being able to watch television over the air. If you were like me and you didn't have cable growing up, then getting your favorite station to come in properly with rabbit ear antennas was something you either did for the first 15 minutes of your favorite show, or something you did periodically because the signal kept dropping, sometimes to this degree of static. Words cannot describe quite how that felt, but I mean, I had really crappy TV reception where I lived, and all of the analog broadcasters in my area have since shut off for a few years now, so there's not a single thing on good old analog TV, but as you can see, I have ways around that.
We better check it out. Okay. There's 6 inches of snow in the streets. It's freezing out there.
It's worse in here.
Now I know why a penguin walks so funny. Pour me a cup of coffee, will you?
Cream and sugar?
Doesn't matter, I'm gonna sit it.
The water in the sink is frozen, and a bunch of ants are crossing the ice.
and the slipping and falling all over the place. Come on. Hey, man, you got a weird sense of humor. You know that?
I say we wait until he looks at us, then laugh like, yes, you're a smart and strong competitor, but we are also smart and strong, and we have a reasonable chance of defeating you.
How exactly would that laugh go?
That sounds more like we are a tall, thin woman who wants to make a coat out of your Dalmatians.
As long as there's no fire, we're all right.
No, we ain't.
What are you saying?
What time is it?
It's 10:02.
We've got an HDB out on a man by the name of Montgomery Bodine. He's wanted for setting off bombs in 2 derelict buildings in the past month. Some kind of a nut dedicated to clearing slums all by himself.
Yeah, well, I figure this time he hit the switch too soon.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the light. It's time to meet the Muppet on the Muppet Show tonight.
They are counted and compelled. They can quickly be dispelled. Like figments of my own imagination.
One Adam 12 reporting a fire at 1400 block Santee Street, a large storage building. No! No! Somebody help! Hold it down! They're calling ambulance.
Took quite a chance, son.
Yep, it's still possible to get analog TV over the air even now in 2021 with the broadcasting towers not pumping out an analog signal. And that is awesome to me. It admittedly takes a little bit more effort than normally you'd have, but I'll go over that another time. I mean, for now, the last question that I have for this TV is, can you game on a 5-inch CRT? Well, for this experiment, I decided to have a friend of mine along for the ride. Our game of choice, a multiplayer on Nintendo 64 called Mario Kart 64.
Yeah, Grand Prix versus...
Sure. No recollection.
Oh, really? Well, actually, there were 2 modes that I wanted to try for this. There was like the whole, like, we race a little bit and then battle.
Sure.
Yeah, because...
I suck at the balloon battle. I can do the race.
Well, you're on.
I mean, I'm amazing.
Alright, yeah, and it's essentially 50, 100, and 150 kind of go between, do you want easy, normal, or hard?
That's right.
Shut up, Mario. 100 it is.
What?
God, it's impossible. I'm so glad they put a 1, 2, like 3, 4 on the side there, because this would be impossible to tell without that. Because I've never played this. I've only ever played this on a color screen. You know,
it's true. Yeah, Mario and Luigi look surprisingly similar.
Yeah. Jesus. Let's see. So, what were some of your favorite courses?
Oh, of course, the raceway right there. Yeah. Chocolate Mountain.
Oh, Chocolate Mountain. I think is in Star. Yeah. Is it Star Cup? No, it's in here.
All right.
Flower Cup. Yeah.
And the obviously Rainbow Road. I'm terrible at it, but I love it.
Actually, I think if we do it as 2-player versus, we can select individual levels, and that was the difference between Grand Prix like this and yeah.
All right.
Should I go back and try that?
Well, let's do the Mushroom Cup first.
Yeah, sure. All right.
It's got the nice easy ones.
Okay. Oh God.
All right, we got this.
Oh man. I told you Bowser takes no prisoners. God.
Whew. That is that color.
I know. This is near impossible. Ouch.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Really.
You're still first though.
I know, but I mean, I told you Bowser takes no prisoners.
I went from number 8 to
oh my God. Ooh. Always hold your banana. That's what I remember. That's not a metaphor. Really?
I can handle DK. You. You have that human intellect.
Oh my god. I should, like, I want to turn the brightness up in the back of this because, like, half of this is impossible to distinguish.
Son of a bitch. Yep. Couldn't tell if that was you or talking else about.
Well, a key difference is probably the spikes and the horns.
True.
But my god, you're right. I mean, just from having never played this on a black and white screen ever. Because, I mean, hell, it was the 90s. Everyone had color television.
Game Boy Color. Everything was color.
Yeah. Because, yeah, original Game Boy, that came out in,
89, I think, black and white.
Shit.
Don't quote me on the year.
Yes. Yeah, you're right, actually, in 89.
Exactly.
And that was...
that year.
Alright, copyright Zach. Oh, now it's on, I see.
Alright, that spike shell really...
Cool.
Ruined me.
Really? I stole that from you?
I was in first.
And now you're not.
There's so many bananas.
Well, actually, yeah, that was a delightful kind of trait of the original Game Boy, I think, because I liked... Oddly enough, I liked playing it on that monochrome screen.
That didn't appeal.
Why the heck did I get all the good items when I was in second? That, like, never happens. I stole 2 stars. No, I'm not. I stole 1 star, got another star, and then... Mushroom? Oh, boy.
Alright.
Mind you, I haven't played this in years either, so I guess some people just retain the skill.
Apparently. I've never been good at this game.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Maybe I should have grabbed Smash Brothers then?
Don't understand Smash Brothers. The percentages mean nothing.
It's just meant there to, like, make it look, you know,
know,
like you're damaging more.
But you know. It's all about pushing someone off the edge.
2, 3. Oh, come on. I swear that was in the right time. There's, you know, remember that little, like, boost trick? Oh, I forgot about the freaking...
Vaguely. I thought you hit it right when it turns, but seems I was wrong.
No, it's, in this one you can either... You can boost when you first start on the track if you hit the button at the right time. If you don't hit it at the right time, you spin out and you end up in last place, but...
Yeah, like I just did.
Yeah. God. Okay, I'd like to say it's all coming back to me, but I know that'll bite me in the ass.
Do we have jump in this one, or is it...
R. Hit the R button.
Ah.
And it's a little boring. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. I will not lose to you guys again. Oh, damn it.
I thought you won.
Well, no, I got second place the last race. And I will settle for nothing less than the first. Jesus. Oh my god. It, like, this... Oh, damn blue shells. Although, like, for some reason with this game, I've always been weirdly fortunate. Like, I'll get the item I exactly need right after something terrible happens. And also, like, I feel like in some way this game was also, like, halfway made for this kind of a screen because all of the items are, like, not only, like, colored differently and fun, but you can tell what they are from how they interact on the screen. Like, I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference between a regular mushroom there and that large one.
Mushroom.
Yeah, and that large mushroom because, like, they're shaped the same.
Indeed.
So if you're playing this, like, on a black and white screen, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference unless it was flashing and still going. So this, yeah. Huh? What did you get hit on?
You!
Good!
I didn't realize you could punch me. Whatever.
That's... Oh, God damn it, second again.
I went from first to fourth with that, thanks. Right at the finish line.
part of why I choose Bowser all the time is because he's the heaviest.
I had no idea that was a notation.
I think that is because every time I've ever played a different character, whenever I've tried to hit either Bowser or Donkey Kong, I always bounce off of them. But when I play as Bowser, they bounce off of me.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I had no idea that was a function.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just kind of liked him when I was a kid, and then just, like, kept choosing him, and then when I got older, I was like, maybe I'll try something else, and that was the wrong choice.
He does always get the princess.
Well, he steals her for a little while.
That's all you need. I mean, she goes to him, really.
Come on, I swear to God.
Every time.
Yeah! Oh, this has that, that jump in it. Oh, God, I love this level. My cousin and I used to play this level all the time.
Yeah, the beach?
Yeah, you save one of your boosts and you can go through the shortcut. Oh shit! God damn tree! I can't use the boost yet and I want to. You see what I mean about save your boosts? There it is. Oh shit. Alright. Well, I'll see if I can nab another one.
Oh, I see the tree.
Yeah.
Just got to it.
Alright, that does it. I'm gonna see if I can go through it next time. Oh yeah, you can go off that thing with the boost too and grab an extra box. But my God, I mean, I like this game a lot too because the obstacles are set up really well. Oh God, Peach, no! No! I thought you loved me! I thought you loved me!
Yeah, the obstacles are great in this track.
Yeah.
Especially. Just hit a star and I hit a wall and immediately went away.
But like it's set up so like it's not like too punishing, and that I think is like one of the beautiful things about this game because like any other version of Mario Kart, if you play it, it's like you get set back like 15 spaces by situations like that. This one, like you'll get maybe two spaces behind and you can recover. Like this. Yeah, did it. God, this is impossible to see. And now I'm in first! Because there's like a whole roundabout. There's like a whole roundabout section.
Perhaps I'm hitting the roundabout then, because...
God, Donkey Kong.
I'm so lost. Oh, 3 stars in a row. Cool.
Oh no.
Useful.
No! Wario! Why are you so much faster than me? Is it because I'm heavy? Is that it?
Perhaps. Lopez the Heavy.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you son of a gun!
Oh, God.
I was about to exclaim, I will not be in last place.
I will say I kind of like that about this too because this game sets up all of these things to where like they're evenly paced to be helpful, you know. Donkey! Donkey! God damn it, get back here! Ah, I'm destined to be second place all the time. I'm so sorry. Just noticed.
I'll get there. Eventually.
The race actually doesn't end until you cross the finish line either. So.
Buttons reverse.
Actually, if you hold B down and you pull back on the toggle stick, it'll make you go backwards. Yeah. And mind you, I'm doing all of this from memory. Like, I have not played this in years. It's so much fun, though.
I had an Xbox.
You had Nintendo too. Come on.
I played Army Men.
I refuse to believe that you didn't do some Nintendo stuff.
No, I played Army Men Sergeant's Hero on the Nintendo.
Oh God. Here we go. Level 4. Ah, there it is. I did it. Press A at the right time and you fly. Oh God. I remember.
I didn't wipe out this time, so that's a benefit.
Yeah.
What do you remember?
This course. Oh God, no. Not the train.
There's something that crosses the course too.
Yeah.
Not just the train.
Oh God, I used to think this. Huh?
Tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweeds. Yes. Jesus. Oh God. You have to stay right on the track, otherwise you will just murder any chance you have of coming in first. Although it's weirdly easier to do in a black and white screen because, like, if with this being the in color one, what ends up happening is you've got like a shade of orange and another shade of orange,
That's
which
right.
I remember like thinking that looked like Cheeto dust when I was a kid because snacks. I was hungry. But
I remember the side, the little gravel pit on the side looking like an area to go onto, like a side path. It very much was not that.
Oh God, I remember that too. I don't. Which course was that in?
This one, I think.
In this, there's a gravel path. No, because this one I used to try and get across the train tracks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought the side is I thought it was a gravel path.
Oh yeah,
but it's not.
No, I understand. But there is another course. I think Mario's like the Mushroom Kingdom one.
That's really.
Oh shit.
Oh nice.
Yeah, like the Mushroom Kingdom course has like that little road that I used to travel down sometimes when I was just feeling bored. Oh, I loved this game.
I can tell.
What was that other one you were talking about? Like Army Men?
Sarge's Heroes.
Sarge's Heroes.
Yeah, you just little green plastic soldiers. You know the guys.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Does the star give you a speed boost? It must.
It does, yes. The star gives you a speed boost, and a weird thing that I've found, I don't know if it's just the camera like pans outward for a little bit, or if you actually go faster from it. But, oh god, that train. But what I remember is, like, if you have a singular banana and you hold the Z button and hold on to it, not only will people behind you be susceptible to being attacked by the banana, but you will also get like a little bit of a speed boost, and I can't tell if that's just like a visual thing or if it's actually happening, but I feel like I've always gone like maybe 0.2% faster when I had a banana behind me.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Ah,
fuck them. Oh, they were green. So yeah, the only like problem with black and white is that the green shells you cannot tell.
Very much so. Yes.
Yeah, you can't tell whether or not you have a red and green shell. Second place.
Damn. I was so close.
Oh.
Apparently that's my map.
This is. It's funny too because I wouldn't have. I don't know why I wasn't expecting it to be so intuitive, but like playing it on a black and white screen like this, all the stuff is coming back to me from having played it years ago. But it's also just like there are other things about it that I wouldn't have like taken into account that were helpful to notice about it without it being on a different monitor.
I see what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah, because like with the mushroom, the extra boost mushroom flashing rather than just being a solid thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ah, the celebration.
All right. Let's see who didn't lose.
Yeah, but like it's weird because like I feel like they may have taken that into account when they were making this, which is a weird backward compatible thing to do.
I'd imagine black and white TVs weren't all that rare.
Well, no, but because I mean. They were still in production for quite a long time, as evidenced by this. but I just even up to the 90s, like I feel like they were phased out somewhere in the mid 80s. Because I remember some movies having them as like it's my 10-year-old set from that I bought in '72.
True. Yes.
Yeah. Especially in movies.
Yeah, like a lot of 80s movies had like color TVs on like storefronts, like RoboCop did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, make sure you buy the new color set. And I think, that was when it was like getting cheaper and coming
Gremlins had that too.
I don't remember. Yeah, we're gonna have to watch that later. Aha. Wait, how did I place first? I landed second every time.
Exactly.
Thank you, Mario Kart. So that's the CRT Boombox, and it's... honestly, it's kind of bizarre and refreshing to me, because I've only ever, up until this point, seen movies and played games on a color screen. I mean, with the odd exception of, shows that I had seen being recorded before color was widely implemented.
but this really gave a different feel to the experience of movies and games, which I was not expecting. Now, I'm not really about to give up color by any means, but the expressions and the moods are definitely displayed, defined, and perceived differently, and I've really enjoyed using this to experience them that way. Now, the size is admittedly a little bit of a drawback, but if this were just somewhere sat in the corner of a shop, or, on a desk in a room, I mean, maybe even on the countertop of a kitchen, I mean, I really have a feeling that this would be a welcome addition in that regard. Add a TV to the room that doesn't usually have it, and play it as background noise. Seems pretty logical to me. Now, I will also say that through my experiences with it, you sort of start to forget that the screen is as small as it is. I mean, because you become more focused on what you were watching or playing. It doesn't really detract, although I suspect it would if you had maybe a 4-player match of Mario Kart going on. I mean, the dividing of the screen would be a bit of an issue. I mean, if you've played Mario Kart, you know. I mean, that's all I have to say about it, so thanks for watching, and if you like this video, you know what to do.